Hi guys, my kettle takes far too long to boil. Thanks for coming back. Oh, okay. Excuse me, I'm eating as well. Who have we got who's come in? Alright. Sam, Kenny, Abby, Sahara, Janet, Lynn, Judy, and Helen. Hi and welcome. Let me just move my camera thing here. I've got my little cup of tea here. It's got cat on one side and on the other side it's got fish. Don't ask me why. Maybe because cat eat fish. So this is a, I'm not sure if it's girls with music or girls with song. If anyone can clarify that. I can see if Google Translate will translate it. No, wait. I'm trying to... Korean to English. It was telling me French to English. I'm like, no, 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 no. Music and girls, it says on here. So it says music and girl there. Can you see that? So, yeah. And I just did the Google thing. Hang on. Google Translate has a photo thing, so you can just stick your camera over it. Music and girls, it says on my camera. So there you go. Hi Kiki. Is it Kiki or Cece? I'm not sure. Kiki sounds right. Girl with music. If you're asking me or Kenny, if they're feeling better. Kenny. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to flick through it. So this book is the same as the other in the way that the cover is. So you get like a protective cover. Oh, I just bumped the camera. I'm going to make you all dizzy. The protective cover I will take off for the flip through because it gets in the way. And this is the actual book. Hi Morticia. So I got mine from Cool Craft Book it's called Cool Craft Book on Etsy. From the lovely Moon, who posted this one out for me. It came in beautiful packaging with a nice string around it, and it came really quickly actually. It also came with a single PDF which was included as part of the pre-order special as well, so, and some little cards. I was alright. Thank you, Kenny. I just lost my voice. It was really croaky and it was really hard for me to speak clearly, and I kept sort of humming. I think I actually burnt my throat a little bit, but I'm okay now. It's better. I'm talking much clearer. Yesterday I was still slightly croaky in some sections, but... So guys, for those that just came in, I am having a cuppa and having a quick snack while talking to you. The pages are extremely thick. I haven't tested any yet, but we could probably do a test on this page because it's hasn't got much on the back, so we'll do that at the end. Oh wow, well yeah, I got mine really quickly. We pre-ordered and we were told that it would be weeks, but yeah, I think it came just after Christmas, like in between Christmas and New Year. I have to go back and see which live video I did the Hyla set, which live video I actually did the first flip through in, because that's around the time that I got it. I think I got it the day before that. So yeah, it was really, really quick. I was really impressed. Moon's awesome though. She always looks after me. So this is the table of contents. I'll just zoom in a little bit. I may have to change the I'm going to have to adjust the focus because I've moved the camera back. It's a little better. So you can see that the pages are numbered, and also they've got the English sort of, I think it's like a what they call a loose translation, a rough translation, into English as well. So that's really awesome. The first book didn't have that, and I think this is really good that they've done that this time. There's a little story there, and I'm not going to do Google. I could probably do translate, but we'll leave that. Yeah, Moon's awesome. Very, very awesome. So the start of the book is the same as the start of the other one. She's got a couple of her original artworks in here, which are stunning. And then she's also got a group of other people's images in here, like she did in the last one as well, from Instagram, and also with their Instagram names as well. Yeah, Kenny, I think mine came in between Christmas and New Year because I didn't quite get here before our post stopped. So these are ones from other people. I actually did this one, but my printer cut off half of her face, so you can only see sort of that part. I was a bit upset, but so these are just other people's versions of the images. I was watching her MOMOGIRL's Instagram account the other day. She was colouring one of the images from this book. And I was actually really amazed at how awesome she colours and how she goes about things. It was awesome to watch. I wonder if my phone will translate that. I just want to see what it says. No, we just started, so you didn't miss anything. Linda just texted me. She's like, "You finished early. I missed you." I'm like, "It's okay. We're still here." See if she can find us. All right, here we go. Google Translate. Let's translate. If anyone's Korean and can read it, let me know. Just it gives you random things sometimes, so my voice, do you read it? I can't read the second line. Age, able you are not. Don't close your mind. Something leisurely. Based on scent such as you because about me. Breeze something. I don't know. So it's a little bit weird, but you know, it's beautiful. I love this one. Hi Linda, thanks for coming. You found us. Yeah, we finished early on the, hi Brenda. We finished early on the other stream. If you want to, I'll just, hang on, where is it? We finished the gold on our image. So we did the gold today. We'll do the dress and the head thing next week with maybe some of the bricks in the background. So yeah, we finished early. So I decided to open another stream because if you hadn't seen the new MOMOGIRL book, so here we are. Already done. No worries. I'm going to do a tester page. Is that classed as colouring, Brenda? I'll do that for us so we can all have a look and see what the quality of the paper's like. I was just saying to Melody in the other stream that I wasn't sure if I'm going to be copying them out of the book to do on my own paper or what this paper was like yet. So I am going to have a play with that today. Probably Mandarin. Alright, well we can do that. We can swap it. On the actual camera one, you can't do auto. Whereas on Google, on the computer, you can do auto translate. So I don't have the availability to do Mandarin on my phone, which is a pain. Oh well, yeah, it was worth looking. Worth looking. Well, I had the Chinese colouring books. I've got a whole set of those, and a friend of mine is actually, she does speak Chinese, a little Chinese, and she said that it was very old Chinese, so it was hard to translate some of it. She said old traditional Chinese or something. So, yeah. Yeah, oh, that's right. This one's actually got English in it. This one says, I'm the one I should love in this world. So some of the pages have English translation on it. It's weird. And some of them don't. This one says beautiful thing down the bottom here. It is a beautiful book, and there is so many images in it, and it's really thick paper. You can hear the... That one doesn't have any English. Neither does that one. I can't turn the page. My hands are really dry. Oh, camera, stop. Are you back? Let it just stop wobbling there for a minute. I've got like a cord hanging down from the computer, and it keeps getting caught on the book. I had the first one, Moon from Coolcraft Book. She actually sent me the translation of the first one, of the not the whole book, but of the contents, so I could read what they were called. I got this one from Coolcraft Books on Etsy. If you give me a sec, I could probably find you a link actually. I have it here, very close at hand. I I hate going to my purchased and reviews section in Etsy because it's just a really long, very long list of purchases. Okay, so I'll do the excuse my hand here for a sec. This is the actual shop, so I'll do that one first. Uh-oh, I've lost the chat box. There it is. Okay, so that's the actual shop. And because she's not doing the pre-orders anymore, she's just selling the book. Let me just grab the link for that. I'm just taking the AU reference out of it, so hopefully it takes you straight to Etsy in your country and your price. And that's the link for the book. Moon always adds something extra in, so she usually adds like a PDF of something, little cards, or she's amazing. And everything comes perfectly wrapped with string around it. This time, did you not get anything, Helen? That's extremely unusual. I'll just grab what I actually got in this package. I did get the PDF, the MOMOGIRL PDF was extra in this as part of the pre-order. Just got my whole pile of things here, but I've shoved in the... I got this one with it. And these little cards came with her as well. But in one of my other orders, I can't remember what it was, something else I ordered, she sent me this little colouring pack. Oh, I moved my camera away to stop that from happening. Excuse me. We're back. So that came with it, but I think that this was a special that came with the actual pre-order. But I've got this from her for something. I don't remember what that was for. And these came with the pre-order as well. So they're the images that are in the start of the book, but they're in little cards. Yeah, it does feel like it is on, that one is on watercolour paper actually. Yet to ask her what it was. Oh yes, that's right. There was a subscription, which I haven't looked at yet. I don't even know what that is. A colour fill app. 6 months or something. She's some sort of strawberry girl. This one's cute. So that was that one, wasn't it? I really liked having these. If you want to copy the colours, you could do that. I like the mermaid one, that's pretty. Okay, who speaks French? That looks French to me. I can't even see it. It looks like je do you? Do you? I don't know. She likes her birds. Oh, more fishies. So the ones that I haven't said any of the names because they're all in Korean or Mandarin or whatever it was. That one's pretty. This one, I saw her colouring this one on Instagram, and it was brilliant. But this one says walking through the night at the bottom, so, and then romance. Yes, Kenny, it will. I'll show you, when I get to the one that I want to do first, I'll let you know too. I love that some of them are like just sketchy. I really like that look. This one's pretty. So that's the same image, but it's been rotated, and this one's closer up. That one's cute. It just says trust me down here. She's written it in the on the ground. They are absolutely beautiful. I think the first book was just as good, and I've only coloured one image in that one. I just haven't had time. This one's called Dreamy Moon. All of the double page spread ones have the single images at the back without the page split in it for you as well. It's like a little practice page. All of this is in Korean or Mandarin or whichever. Actually, that looks like a different language again. I don't know what that is at the top there. You reckon? The first one? I don't know. That says hot summer, hot summer. Hot summer, hot summer. Hot summer. It's a melting polar bear. The party will never be over. Dance with me to sweet space disco. Stay with me till the song is over. Dance with me and sadness fades away. Space loves disco. This one is the one that I would like to do. I think this will be my first one. Yes, this is number 2. Sylvie, how are you, doll? You made it for this part of it. But yeah, this will be, I think this will be my first. I have already done one of them. Obviously, I did that earlier though. But I want to do this one for sure. I think she's awesome. This one's quite cool too. My daughter liked this one with the ribs. Some of them are beautiful. I really, really like them. This one's beautiful too. The great thing about this too is that I think that you could use marker, and because it's black on the other side, you'd have to put something under there obviously to stop it from going through, but because it's black on the other side, you're not going to be able to see that. So I think that that is a really great idea. So not all of them are like that obviously. There's like 1, 2, I think there's like 4 in here that are like that. Bump the camera again. Some magnolias, and oh, there's another flower there. What are these ones? They look like orchids. Roses. I'm not sure what they're called, but I have seen them before. And these look like they might be like chrysanthemums or something. I don't know. Very pretty. I don't know what that one was called. There's another one with a black background. That's kind of cool. I like that one. I love her eyeshadow actually. Is that hard to see? But check out the eyeshadow. There's like little stars in there. Can you see that? That's really pretty. Zoom out, zoom out. I'll try and go as close as I can so you can see the whole book, but another black one. This is pretty too. I like this one. These candles are beautiful. This one looks really realistic, like it's actually been hand drawn, whereas some of the others I think the faces are done digitally. But yeah, that one's like realistic. And that's the last page. And then these are the double page spreads, but they've put them, I'm just going to tuck this under my keyboard, hang on, so I can flick through these ones. So these are the ones that were the full page spread, but she's given them to you like this. So I'm going to copy mine onto a larger piece of paper so I can do the whole lot, which is fantastic. Like it means that I don't have to worry about that center page and trying to get my pencil in there and trying to flatten out the book to get into that as well. Was the one that I did earlier. That was the moon one. Some of it's like anime looking and some of it's realistic. Hi Raylene. Yeah, well, I'll do a tester page too, so I'll colour for a little bit too. I really liked that one too, so I'm glad that it's got a full one. Yeah, Louise, it is awesome. That one there as well. And of course the one that I want to do here. So I'm going to do that in the next couple of weeks. So I'll probably colour it within the next week or so, but you won't see it for a couple of weeks. Alright, so let's do a tester. I'm going to use this page. I'm not going to colour anything, you know, spectacularly. I'm going to put, give me a sec, I'm going to grab some paper. I'm going to put my book too close to the camera again. Excuse me. Okay, give me a sec. It's going to go blank for a minute, okay? But I'm still here. I just didn't want to make you too dizzy when I move the camera forward. There we go. You see that pretty well? I think it's pretty good. I might just move it forward a little bit. Doing well. Cuppers are finished now. Alright, what should I try first? How about I do Pablos, because I've got some out from before. I'll zoom in a little bit. I don't know if this should be a yellow flower or not, but I'm going to make it yellow because that's what I've got. Oh, what is wrong with you, focus? There, perfect. I've got Hazel in the Pablos. Oh, it's quite smooth. I want to do a couple of layers to see how it layers as well, because I had trouble with the Prismacolors. I had better luck with the Polychromos in the other one, so just doing some darker shadow areas. This would be a lovely pink flower. I like pink in things like this too. So I'm just doing light pressure and it seems to be going on okay. I've got orange, just going to repeat. So far so good. Yep, looking good. It's layering over the top okay. I'm still doing fairly light pressure. Looks good. Let's do some yellow. I'm going to try Copics as well, yep. Because I'm not worried about, it's going to go through. Copics go through every paper, just to let you know that. But I want to see how well it blends together, if it bleeds, if it blends nicely, all of those things. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do Copics on the pages that have stuff on the back, but the ones with the black, I might be able to. But the ones that double page spreads, we're not going to be able to do any marker with because they're going to go through onto the double spread. So, and you want it to be nice still when you're flicking through it. You don't want to ruin the backs of them, I guess. Okay, and then I've got the canary yellow. Just finish that off. So this area here has quite a bit of layer on it. I'm just going to go burnish it down now, see how it looks, if it's smooth. It looks really good. I'm really happy. I could use Pablos in here easily. I think that was a good test too. I've done a couple of layers and I've also burnished down the paper. Ready to have a look? I'll bring it up close. What are you waiting for? Oh, I got my Pablos before they changed the rules here in Australia, and I had a voucher, so I got them fairly great priced actually. Cheaper than I could have got them here in Australia. That's actually really nice. It's nice and smooth. There's a couple of little areas that looks like it's still not quite burnished down, but I think you could sort of work around that a little bit. Once you burnish the paper down though, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get much more over that. Maybe in the darker colours, but oh yeah, look at that. I'm still being able to layer over the top. Just deepen that up a little bit. So yeah, it looks like we'd be able to get a nice few layers out of that. So they're good. Alright, they're done. Now what? I've got Prismacolors out. Let me just move my stuff. What have we got? Well, let's do red. I love red. Let's do some red. Alright, let's do... What am I going to do red? Let's do that other one up in the top corner there. Just move my camera slightly. Stay. I've got Crimson Lake. I think the littler areas aren't quite so bad as the larger areas though. It's going down okay. Feels pretty good. It feels very similar to what it was in the other book, I think. I've got Scarlet... Oh, what was that one then? Crimson... Hang on. Crimson Lake, and I then have Scarlet Lake. Very similar names. Just over the top. So this is a second layer. I've got all these big goals for 2019. How about you guys? Got anything that you want to achieve this year? Got some personal and work related. You got the annual edition today, did you? For the Colouring Heaven? Is that what you're talking about? I'm still waiting for the MOMOGIRL one. Apparently it can take up to a month. That's what Sahara was telling me actually. You want to finish a book? I've still yet to finish Christine Caran's first fairy book. It is on my list. I'm gradually getting through them. But I think I might have to like do a few speed ones to get those done. Like some Copic only ones. So I can get a couple done all at once. Otherwise they tend to take me too long. So that was the Scarlet. What else have I got? Permanent Red next. Which is kind of like a sunset type of pinky red. Okay, so I'm going to burnish down some of it and see how that goes. Let's have a look. Camera's really bad quality, it's up far too high. It's actually not too bad. It seems to be burnishing off quite nicely. I think you could work with prismas in it as well. I think you would need to be really mindful of blending, because you'll get build up of wax and it'll start to be uneven. I had the same issue when I was doing in the previous book. Because we're just doing a tiny little section here, it's really hard to see that here. But yeah, I think you could use prismas just very carefully. Looking forward to having a healthier year. Good, Helen, that's a good one. Over being sick. Yep, me too. I was diagnosed with ADHD years and years ago when my son was like 1, so 13 so years ago. and I've been on medication since then, and I had been doing fairly well, but I was having, I think, a bit of anxiety issues last year, so I was diagnosed, so they gave me a tablet to help with that, and I think the tablet actually is the reason that I've put on so much weight over the last 6 months. So I've decided to do Weight Watchers. I've done it before, and I'm more determined this time to continue and finish to the end. I'm going to use some white, Prismacolor white, on the very tips of those. So one of my personal goals is definitely fit health. Because I don't want to miss out on doing this for you guys. So when I'm sick, I hate not being able to stream and hang out. So that's my goal, is to not be as sick this year. So I'm just smudging the colour out with that white, and it smudges out really well. I think the Prismacolors are a go-to, which is awesome. Yeah, medication's just shocking. Some tablets just, you know, but I'm going to try to just, you know, got a bit of a plan with my doctor, so I'm hoping this will help. But you know, you've got to go and get your main blood tests and everything done and make sure there's no underlying issues, and so I've got to do that over the next few weeks. I really like that. That came out really well. Now, I've moved the camera, so I'm not sure when I zoom out where I'll be. So that's those two done. Let's try... what comes out first? Nope. Let's try some Polychromos. No worries, Kenny. I think they'd work well. You might have to be careful on larger images. Just make sure that your blending is soft to start with, to build up gradually. Let's do some leaves, because Polychromos have some awesome greens in it. So I'm going to use pine green, and we'll do a bigger leaf, maybe this one up the top here. And start with medium pressure. Seeing this is darker areas. No worries, Nana. It is helpful. I really love doing the test page in the Circle Portraits book too. It was great to be able to test everything, and for you guys to see if it's worth spending the money on something like this, because I know that for some it's not easy to get the funds up for something like this, and if you know that you're going to be able to use your product in it, then it's worth doing a test page for you guys. Now it's a little bit, I used medium pressure, and it's a little bit, I'm going to zoom in. Man, I wish the camera was closer, but it's a little bit grainy is the word I'm looking for, I think. Let's try some permanent olive green. I'm going to use light pressure though for this bit. Just going over the top of what I've previously done. With the Circle Portraits book, if I could have afforded it, I would have got the watercolor one and the Strathmore one, but I just didn't have the funds, and now she's sold out. So of those ones, it's only the normal books that are available now. Gosh, I can't believe I had so much trouble thinking of that word. I'm going to use grass green, might be good, I think. Grass green, and just finish it off. And I'm going to burnish down the paper a little bit, so medium pressure. I'm not as happy with the polys as I was the Prismas and the Pablos, so there you go. It's quite grainy. Yeah, that's not how I would normally like polys to look. It's not horrible, but maybe it was the Prismas polys I was having trouble with. I don't know. Look, it's not horrible, but it's not awesome either. The other two pencils went on really well and were really smooth. These didn't go on quite so well. I'm just going to use the Prisma White because it's the only one I could find. Just do the very edges and see if that smooths it off a little bit. That smoothed it off a little bit. And the blender, Caran d'Ache full blender, might flatten out the rest of it. Oh, look at that. It blended out really nicely. It's completely smooth now. There you go. Oh no, so sorry, Helen. My weight's causing all sorts of issues, especially with my back. Alright, that's polys. What's next, guys? What should I try next? Did you want me to try any water products? I've got the Supracolor here. What pencil extenders? I've got a couple of different types. These were, I'll zoom back out again, sorry. These were from a Japanese, actually it might have been Chinese, place on eBay. These sections here weren't big enough. My husband had to drill them out a little bit so that I could fit the pencil in there, but they've got like a grip thing. Hang on, I'll take it off so you can see. That grips the pencil. And this closes these gaps a little bit. So if you've got a smaller pencil, it closes it right in. If you've got a larger one, it fits in larger ones as well. I've also got a Caran d'Ache extender, which I can actually fit further down into my sharpener with, which is good. But I've already put it away, so I can't show you now. Do we want Copics next? Okay. Give me a sec to find a blend. Alright. And yes, watercolor. Okay, in a minute. Okay, so this is going to go through, but I want to see how well it blends. I'm going to use G29. I'm just going to do it on the darker areas first. I'll do it on a couple so I can have a really good idea. Seems to be going on okay. It is soaking it up quickly, so you may have to work quickly on it, but it's not unlike the Neenah. It's just not as smooth as the Neenah, I think. So that was the dark colour. And oh, hang on. What? Wait! It hasn't gone through! What? Hang on, what? What is this trickery? What? Alright, let's try blending. I've got G17. Wait. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? I'm totally shocked here, guys. This is totally shocking me. Wait. Let's do the lightest colour. I've got G14. Okay, so there's a few things I would look at. First, does it go through the page? Second, does it bleed from your original spot you've coloured? And third, does it allow you to layer a few layers without pulling up the paper? Guess what? Let's let it dry for a minute just to make sure. I can't believe it either. I'm totally shocked. Oh look, third layer did the trick. So the third layer was enough to penetrate through the paper. That's absolutely brilliant. This is probably what my Neenah Classic Crest would look like afterwards. So if you were going to do more than what I just did, so I did one layer of the dark and then over the top I did a layer of the next colour and then I did a light over the top and it's finally come through. If I wasn't happy with the blend and I was to put more on, it's obviously going to get a lot wetter and it'll come through a lot more. If you let it dry though, so make sure it's completely dry before going over it again, it might be a little better. But yeah, it blended, it's not coming out of the lines at all. So that's what I was saying before, making sure that it didn't bleed out from the area I actually coloured, and it hasn't. I am totally shocked. That is amazing. Obviously, if you're doing it on the black backed side, you're not going to see anything. Yeah, I'm totally shocked. That's awesome. And look how bright and vibrant it is too. Like it hasn't lost its dull colour, like it hasn't made it dull or anything either. Pretty damn awesome. 10 out of 10. Ah! Oops. Alright, I've got some watercolours. I've got the Supracolor. Let's try those first, because they're totally awesome and I love them. Thank you to Melody, my lovely friend. Hi Caran. We're doing a tester page in the new MOMOGIRL book. Alright, I've got indigo blue first. Yeah, it's purple. I love purple. Let's do this one purple. So I'm going to do two things. I'll do one layer, wet it, and then let it dry, and then I'll do another layer, wet it, and let it dry. And I'll do a couple of layers of the pencil in one section and just do like a blend on one part. So I'll do that up here. So I'm using purplish red and some sort of pink. What's this one? Raspberry red. So for that petal I've done all of the colours in one go. I might need a smaller brush pen, hang on. Oh. I can't get the lid open. I'm struggling with my hands lately. I just can't grip things. I'm going to have to use the big one because I don't have a little one available. Hopefully it doesn't get too wet. Alright, so let's just wet the one that's got all of the colour on. Yeah, that it is amazing, Caran. I'm totally and utterly shocked. Just cleaned off my brush a bit. I'm just going to wet that layer. I want to see how well it takes to a fair bit of water. Obviously these are really tiny sections, so if you're doing it on a larger scale it's going to be slightly different. Okay, let's see how that went through. Yeah, Supracolor. Okay, so I can see the wet. It doesn't feel like it's buckling yet. I'll let that dry a little bit. What else have I got? Supracolor and... let's try an Inktense too. Uh-oh. Yep, I just dropped one. Sorry, trying to get it out of my container here. They're all on top of each other. I'll just try a little bit of a teal green in one of these leaves up here. Usually it's water that fails the test. Usually it buckles. Oh, Luminance. Okay. You want to try, I want me to try Luminance as well? Apparently Siri thinks I'm talking to her. Just got my water brush too. Okay. So the Supracolor, where I went over with all of the colours first, I'll just zoom in. So sorry about the quality. This part where I did all of the colours at once, that part hasn't gone through, but this part where I put a fair bit of water on went through. It's still very wet though. With the Inktense, that didn't go through at all. So I guess I was probably using a little less water. But I'm going to do another layer in a moment when it's dry. But before we do that, I'll do a bit of Luminance. I've only got skin colours in the Luminance, so I might just do, I don't know, maybe I'll just do a brown leaf. Doesn't have to look pretty, does it? Let's do, where are they? Leaves. Move camera back again. Let's do this one brown. I've got Luminance Burnt Sienna. I'm just doing light pressure. I'm still so shocked at that Copic. That's just amazing. I've got burnt sienna at 50%. My daughter's texting me from the bedroom. I need Panadol, my throat hurts. Uh-oh, maybe I did have a sore throat. It's fairly gritty. It's kind of reminding me a bit of the Polychromos. So this is the burnt sienna 10%. No, it's fine. I like that too. It's burnishing up really nicely. Nice and smooth, layering on fine. I like that too. Yeah, I'm missing a pencil again. Look, I actually made this, by the way. This is my holder for my Luminance at the moment, because I don't have the full set. I made these pencil rolls and there's a ribbon on the end of it you can tie it up with. I made like 5 of them. White Luminance. Just zoom back in again. So that's nice and smooth. I'm pretty certain I could go back in even with another layer if I wanted to. Okay, that's dry now. So it is bumpy. If you're doing it on a whole page, I probably wouldn't use water. I'm just going to do a second layer with the pink. So this is purplish red. The reason I want to see what it's like layering is because if it pills, like the more layers you do, the more the paper gets, the integrity of the paper changes. So do a couple of layers, we'll see. And this is the Inktense for a second layer. Looks good. Did you say you wanted me to try Black Widows as well? Yep, okay, Linda's saying try Black Widows. Second layer of water. It's already peeling. Yeah, water's not that great. Maybe in small sections like this, but any more than one layer of water and it's starting to peel. Somebody has my Black Widows, I think. Yes, she's nodding her head. She's going to go grab them for me. Ugh. So that's actually peeling and it's starting to look dotty. One layer was probably okay, but not more than one, and this is going to be the same, obviously. Now, I'm not even going to bother trying to do a third layer because that will just be bad. Yeah, my little roll things, they weren't too bad to make. They did take me a little while. Once I had a template, it was a lot easier. Gosh, that camera's really bad that far away. Yeah, nah, no good. What else do you want me to try? Oh, here's the Black Widows. We'll try those. What have we got? Let's do one of these little, actually, okay, I'm going to It's going to go black for a second. I'm going to move the camera again. I'm not happy with where it is. Alright, I've moved it a little bit and now I can zoom in a little bit closer and it's a little bit clearer. So sorry about that. Let's do some Black Widows and I'm going to do them down here on the little... I'm going to use some lime fruit. And I'm going to go in the middle of this one. And on the very tips of those. Oh, these are nice and smooth. These are quite nice. I'm impressed. Alright. We need a dark colour for the dark middle section of each of those. This is burgundy. These are really smooth on this paper. So far so good. Hi Becca. I didn't make a pattern, no. I should have, hey. This is watermelon from the Black Widow set. These feel really nice. Speaking of watermelon, I brought some of the Twinings Twinings cold water infusions, and one of them is watermelon, strawberry and mint, and it's to die for. I also got rose lemonade flavored and some blackberry or blackcurrant one, which I haven't tried yet, but I tried the rose one. It tastes like Turkish delight. Is the best way to explain it. Caran, actually I can test them if you want. This is Fancy Pink. This is from the Cobra set. I think that was one pencil out of each set then. I quite like these. These came out really nice. I'm pretty happy with that. That's blended. Where's my Casper? Actually, I'm not going to use the Casper from the set because it doesn't blend out very well. I'm just going to use the Prismacolor white. There you go, beautiful. Nice and smooth, it went down well. I did a couple of light layers and then I've just blended those layers in with the white Prismacolor and it looks fab. I'm very happy with that. And let's just see if we can go over again. Got the watermelon, just to darken up. Yeah, look at that. And lay it over the top of that as well. So far I've liked the Pablos. The Prismacolors weren't too bad. And these are, and the, goodness me, Black Widows have gone really well on it. We've tried Copic, which I was so unbelievably shocked with. And we also tried some Caran Luminance as well, and that went quite well. I just thought I'd pop a layer of darker colour in there and it'd really fade it out. and I've already put the Luminance away. So these were the Inktense. Wasn't happy with how that came out. It's really wrinkly, and it started to peel already, so you couldn't do any more than one layer without it peeling. And the Copics we were extremely shocked with. They were awesome. So that was the third layer. The third layer came through, but that was it, and it blended well, and it hasn't bled. So what else did you want me to try? Black. Yeah, they're teas. They're like a cold infusion, so cold iced tea. Who else? I'll try those watercolor ones for you. These are the Ecoline ones I used yesterday. If you're just using these without water, they feel okay. But it'll be with the once I add the water. Just use the pink. They go on alright. They're not, it's not like peeling or anything. I haven't done layers of them though. Let's see how they are with the water on them. Oh, hello. No, I don't have Colour Soft, unfortunately. Yeah, Caran, that's no good. I can't even get the colour to mix out. That paper's horrible. I would stick to watercolour paper with them. That's a bummer, hey? I can't get the colour to spread anywhere. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. I could try. Oh, I found a Posca pen in my box here. I'm just going to try the blender pen. Yeah, no, it's like water. It's the same thing. It just doesn't spread out. Oh, it's peeling. Nope, that's no good. Okay, no watercolor. If you want to do watercolor, you're better off copying it onto watercolor paper, I think. I do feel that is going to be the best option. There's one more thing I just want to try here. Got my PanPastels. And I'm just going to see how these go on the paper because I use them a bit for backgrounds. I've got one here that's dirty, but that's alright. I've got a permanent green tint and a soft tool. I want to see how this goes on it. It's quite smooth. It's not going to grab a lot. It'd be alright for a layer of background though. You couldn't do like a whole image with it, I don't think. It's just not grabbing enough. But there you go, that actually went alright with the green. Sometimes with paper it goes weird looking. I know with the Neenah Classic Crest it can look a little weird sometimes because it doesn't grip all the tooth. But that looks good. Okay, Linda, no problems. I'm finishing up now anyway. I think I've gone through most of the products that I've got. TomBow dual brush pens I think will be the same as the Ecoline. I have got a couple. You know how I was looking for my number 8 pen in the other stream? Well, there it is. I've got TomBow dual brush markers. I've got the Galaxy set, I think this is. Do you mix them with water, Raylene, or do you mix them... Was it Raylene who asked me? Ah! I just lost my chat. Who asked me? I can't see it now. Was there a second ago? It was Kim. Kim! Let's have a look. Sorry, Kim. I've got, as it's a Galaxy set, I'll just do it in a flower. I don't know what colour this one is. 606. It's like a purple, rich purple colour. I think if you were just going to use them for like details and things like that, no problems. Do you mix them with water, Kim? I'm not sure, because these are water-based markers, so you can. They go on alright just by themselves. They don't go through too much. I'm not sure about blending though. I've got a... they might not blend well together anyway, but I just give 2 colours a try. I think it's not blending, but I think you could definitely do details with these. Like if you're not wanting to blend them or you're wanting to use them as a base layer, I think you could be alright with that. So if I use it for a base layer for this little flower here, I could go over it with pencils, no worries. You couldn't, if you were going to use them like this, yes, but if you're going to use them with water, no. If you're going to try to layer, it doesn't look like they're layering very well. They're going to start to pill. So that's already starting to go, the paper pills and it goes like spotty underneath, which means that each layer that you add on, it's going to be harder and harder. Hi Beverly. Yeah, the paper in the first book I think is slightly different. I didn't have any trouble with the Prismacolors. The Black Widows went well, the Pablos went well, even though that needs another layer, but Prismacolors up the top here went well. Polychromos weren't too bad, and the markers were absolutely stunning in it, which I was completely shocked with. So, yeah, I do have a couple of other sets, but they're all away, as I wasn't planning to do that today, but I've got a set of Derwent Studios. I've got a couple of colours here. I had a purple and a lilac-y type colour. I'll just have a look at that. These are Derwent Studio pencils. I don't really like them that much. I think they're too hard and the colours aren't very pigmented. So this is supposed to be a rich imperial purple it is, but it's not very dark at all. This is called Light Violet. I think the colour fast would be similar. There you go, they're not too bad. I do have the whole set of these, but I only have these couple with me. They're in the Black Widow set for some reason. I've also got a Faber-Castell Classic white pencil in here for some reason. It's a bit weird. Any others? I think that's it. I think that's all I've actually physically got with me. I do have the colour Lightfast ones, but there's not many colours in here. It's hard to these are the Lightfast. Look at that from the pastel. Well, the Lightfast are pretty good. They're heaps smoother than the Studio and Artist though. They're not too bad. I quite like them. I wish that there was more colours in it though. These two greens don't go together, but there's not much. This is olive earth, but there's not much in the set, so yeah, they're alright. They're probably up to par with the Polychromos on the paper. They're kind of greeny. It's a little bit gritty. Look at that. Can you see there's kind of graininess in there? I think that will blend out with a white, say Prismacolor, smudge the colours in together. Ugh. If you have a Prismacolor white pencil or a Caran Luminance pencil, you could pretty much use any pencil in this book, I think, because you just blend it out and then you can just go over the top of that with the other colour. Just got that Mallard green again. Millard green. Just go over the top. Oh gosh, why is my camera so bad today? Just going to go back over the top. Brilliant. Oh, look, this is not a sacrifice. I would have coloured the page anyway. Perhaps not like this, but it's only the first page. It's all good. It's all good. But I'm really super impressed with Copics. They were absolutely brilliant. Really, really impressed. In fact, I'm so impressed that I think that you could do you could even do just them as a base layer too. But yeah, I'd even attempt to do a full colour, a full blend on it with Copics too. I just really liked it. I'm very impressed. Super, super, super. Very good. Very, very good. I'm just playing now, but I probably should go. Hey, I've kept you guys for way longer than expected. An hour, an extra hour. Just checking to see if I can still go over the TomBows. Yeah, you could use them as a base layer if you wanted. That pencil just went over the top of that quite well. Pencil just went over the Copics quite well. That was a Black Widow I'm using now, but everything else I sort of packed away. Yeah. I was happy to do this for you guys. I think we did a pretty good variety of products, so you want me to do one day. I'll do one day. I'll do a tour one day. I have done one previously for the behind the scenes thing with Jennifer Zimmerman, but I have just got some new storage cabinets which I have to put in, but my craft area is not very big. No worries, guys. No, that's alright. If you want to go flick back, we used a few different types of pencils, and so we used Prismacolor. I'll just zoom back out again, and I'll finish off now, so I'll say cheerio. But just before I go, do a bit of a recap. So this was the MOMOGIRL Girl with Music book, and I used Prismacolor, Polychromos, Copic markers, Pablos, Luminance, Inktense, Black Widows. We tried some Supracolor, and we also tried the TomBow pens, and we tried them there as well. I think that was everything I tried, wasn't it? We tried the Lightfast, Derwent Lightfast here, and we tried the Derwent. Where did I try that? I tried the Derwent Studio. Where did I try them? I don't know, but there you go. That's everything. But I think my favourite were the Prismacolors, the Caran Pablos, and also the Black Widows were awesome. That came out really bright. And the markers is the best. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys, but I will see you next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Monday or if I'm going to do Thursday again. I'll do a bit of a I'll do a poll in the group and see which you guys prefer, and I'll have a chat with May and Shalene, because I think they both on my Monday morning, I think they're both actually streaming, so it might actually be better to do the Thursday. But I will see you all later on, and tomorrow I'm bringing out, hopefully if I get it finished and recorded today, Mushroom Trap by Ennis, so that'll be out tomorrow as a speed colouring, and also there will be a Patreon exclusive video for that as well. So that's it. Bye guys, thanks for watching, thanks for coming back and following me the second time round. Bye guys.